Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. What I'm about to talk about might scare the crap out of you and push you away from the precious metals market never to invest a dollar. But that might not necessarily be a bad thing. I could be saving you from a terrible mistake costing you a lot of money. See, precious metals isn't for everyone. People have different financial situations, different amounts of money coming in, uh, have different goals, different exit strategies, handle money differently, live in different parts of the world. It's very individual, and sometimes it doesn't mean that it's right for you. So what we're going to talk about in this video is basically that. If precious metals is for you, I'm going to show the good, the bad, and the ugly. And by the end of the video, you should have a better idea on where you lie or where you fit into the picture. Because sometimes stocks or cryptocurrency might even be a better alternative. Before we jump into the video, make sure to smash that like button. See if this video can get 300 likes. If you love precious metals, smash that like button. Subscribe. I post daily videos. You need to stay up to date with what's happening in gold and silver, especially right now with the election right around the corner. And I will give you daily updates on what silver price is doing, what's causing it, what you should do about it. So you need to be subscribed. Now, you might know this, but have you ever thought of it in this light? Investing takes money. You have to invest money to make money. But if you don't already have money saved and you're investing your last dollar, that could be an extremely dangerous situation. You need to have money saved before you invest into precious metals, because as soon as an emergency happens, car breaks down, rent is due, medical emergency, you're going to sell your silver at a loss for that money, and then you're going to have to rebuy the silver at a higher price, and you're just going to put yourself in a hole. So make sure you already have a lot of money saved in your bank account. I made this mistake when I first started stacking 9 years ago. I wasn't making much, and every paycheck I would spend like 75% on silver, and I didn't have anything saved, living paycheck to paycheck. And that was a terrible situation, and it definitely costed me a lot of money. So you need to invest. You have to save money in your bank before, and that's a smarter way. That's going to help you build build that foundation that's going to allow you to invest responsibly and just really get a feel of what it's like to invest. A lot of people don't like money, or they like money so much they don't like making money. As soon as they get a couple dollars in their pocket, they go and spend it. It's like as soon as they get it, they try to find any way to get rid of it, and that's a terrible mind state. Now, silver and gold are a much slower paced market. This is where it will lose a lot of people. Patience, balance, and budgeting are the three most important words in the gold and silver world. Some people lack patience. They are those people that want it right now. That instant gratification. They cannot wait. Especially when we're talking about 5, 10, 15 years down the line, when you might start making some real money, some real profits. That might be way too long for a lot of people. Some people want to get rich within 1 or 2 years of investing. And sorry to say this, sorry to burst your bubble, but that's not what gold and silver is, and that's not what gold and silver is going to do for you. Bitcoin had that opportunity. You have a better chance with Bitcoin or even stocks. Look at Tesla stock over the last 2 years, or Amazon. Gold and silver is more of a hedge against inflation. It's more of a longer term preservation of wealth. And if you are in this for the get rich quick scheme, I'm sorry to tell you that there is there is definitely alternatives to make quicker money with higher premium silver, riskier coins. But if you're stacking for the metal content, and you're trying to make that buck from a stability, from a foundation type of value, then it's going to take a while. So I hope you understand that, and hopefully you're not realizing that right now after you've been stacking, because it's definitely going to be a punch in the gut. So there's also something that a lot of people don't like to talk about, and it's an interesting one. I found this this article a couple of days. I actually shared it on my channel. See, I want to show you the good and the bad. If there's something happening that could be bad for precious metals, I'm still going to share it. I don't want to be persuasive in in my information. I don't want to only share or only tell you the good and kind of weed out the bad. I'm gonna show the whole thing because it's not about me trying to convince you to stack silver. If you want to or not, it doesn't matter. My goal is to share what's happening regardless if it's bad or good and give you a realistic picture of what the markets look like and how they're being affected, whether it's good or bad. If I was only trying to share the good, that's being persuasive, that's misleading my audience, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to share everything. So, about a week ago, maybe, a couple days ago, I found an article where silver demand might not be as big as people expected. And that's because solar panels or green energy, especially with Joe Biden, we're going to be huge in the coming future. There's three things: 5G technology or 5G towers, electric vehicles, and solar panels. Well, since silver's in photovoltaic cells, it was going to be huge. But they found a way to use way less silver and still perform the same. So it's like a fraction of what it was gonna be. So on that side of thing, from the solar panels, there's going to be a lot less silver demand, and that could hurt prices a little bit. You still got to remember there's electric vehicles and 5G technology, and then all the unknown things that silver is still going to be used for, because silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity, and nothing can replace silver, especially for how cheap it is. So you got to guarantee, I can guarantee you that they're still going to come out with new uses. Actually, last year or this year, scientists discovered a way to make silver 40% stronger without losing any electrical conductivity, which is crazy. I can imagine in 10 years what it's going to be like, especially as we advance technologically and silver is intertwined so heavily. It's only going to look more bullish, and demand's going to be skyrocketing as the production or the supply diminishes because of the lack of profit. They're not even looking for silver. It's found as a byproduct when people look for gold. If they find some silver on the side, they'll take it, but they're not looking for it because it's not going to make them money. I mean, think about it. Gold is nearly 75, 80 times more expensive, more valuable than silver. So why wouldn't they look for the more valuable asset when that's going to make them a ton of more money? They don't care about the consequences. They don't care what's going to happen or how that could affect the markets or how that could affect production costs or anything along those lines. They're trying to put as much money in their pocket as possible. So I don't. It makes sense, and if you have a business, the whole point of the business is to make as much money as possible. So knowing that, it could over the next couple of years not be as hard hitting as people expected, but you got to think about this. The green revolution was new, and I really wasn't counting on that to be a large source of the demand. I think the individual investors, the single-handed people, the people like you and I, all the younger people coming from Robinhood, the 20s, people in their 20s and 30s now are investing. That's going to be the major side of the demand, not solar panels. So I still think that silver demand is going to be extremely high in the next 5 years. So there's also something else. There's something else. Sometimes we talk about it, but I don't think people talk about the extent that it's happening. There is a lot of fake silver going around online. There's a lot. I don't think people understand how much fake silver there is, but it's at an alarming rate, and it's only getting worse. I actually made a video a couple weeks ago where there's this site called Wish, where there's literally just all fake silver. There's not a single real coin on there with real silver, and they're tricking people, they're scamming people. And the worst part is Wish has a lot of ads. They sell a lot of different stuff on there for crazy cheap prices, so someone would probably trust that as a legitimate site, and they're gonna get burnt for a lot of money. Also on eBay, you gotta be careful with eBay. A lot of fake silver on eBay, and there's no refund policy. That's why I say buy from places like APMEX, JM Bullion, Modern Coin Mart, Provident Metals, SD Bullion, buy from somewhere like that, because even if the coin isn't up to your standard, maybe it got messed up in shipping, maybe it got lost in transit, maybe the coin had a scratch on it, you can return the coin or get your money refunded. You can't do that with eBay. So you're paying a little bit more money, but you're paying that little bit extra money, ensuring that your coin is going to arrive in perfect condition or however you want it to be. So I definitely think the extra dollar 50 on top of your order is going to definitely pay off. When it comes to fake silver, there's tons of different ways you can protect yourself. There's the weight test, because silver's so dense, nothing else can really compare. So if you have a 1 ounce coin, the weight will be slightly off from 31 or a troy ounce, and at 31 grams, which is a troy ounce. So that's a way to look for it. There's the magnet test. There's those huge. They're extremely expensive, but it's like a box, and you put the coin on it. Tells you the purity. There's the water test. You can put the dye on there. There's so many. You can clank the coins together, and it will make a different sound if it's fake compared to being real. Sometimes you can even look at little errors or little different changes in the dates. So there's a lot of different ways. Even the color, if you're coin roll hunting, having a stack of like 10, 20 coins, you can easily spot which one is silver. So there's a lot of ways. But if you don't know any of these ways, if you're a newbie, if you're someone new into the precious metals world, can't you see how easy it is, especially since it looks so real, since they look so good? And there is positives coming from this. The Sunshine Mint, Volcambi, they have these credit card type things. They have these 3D scanners, prints that allow you to see if it's legit. Like, you hold this card over to your bar, and it will come up in this type of coating, type of stuff where you know it's real. So that is good. If you're a newbie, maybe you want to go that direction just to make sure. But if you buy on APMEX or some of those big bullions and the 5 that I just named, you don't have to worry. You shouldn't be worried at all. So that could be easily avoidable. When it comes to selling, it could be, this is the last thing I want to talk about. It's the most important probably. Selling is going to be extremely hard. You have to know how you're going to sell that coin before you even buy it. If you don't, you're going to be stuck in a whirlwind of chaos, mess, and a lot of lost money. It's harder to buy. I mean, it's harder to sell. It's easy to buy. Anyone can go on APMEX and click buy. Not everyone can go on APMEX or not everyone can go sell that coin, especially for a profit. When you start to sell, when you turn your silver stack into your product to sell, you have to turn yourself into a business. Whether that's making an eBay page with building reputation, you have to do this stuff. Think about it. Do you think one day when you're ready to sell your silver, you're just going to randomly make an eBay account and just dump all your silver on there with no seller ratings, no buyer ratings? No one's going to believe your silver's real. You have to build a reputation on eBay over the years, especially when you're selling stuff that expensive. That's something a lot of people don't think about. There's something else as well. If you're going to sell on eBay, think about how, especially if you have like hundreds, if not thousands of ounces. Think about this. 4 to 5 pictures per listing, writing a detailed description for each listing, the coin measurements, what type of design it is, all that. Then responding to all the emails or all the orders, and also paying PayPal fees, eBay fees, and shipping out all those coins, having to pack them yourself. That's a full-time job within itself. And if you have any type of part-time job, it's just not realistic. It's not going to work. So I hope that, and this is kind of avoidable. If you don't want to go that route, then only buy bullion, like American Eagles, rounds, maybe a little bit of junk silver, some just cast bars. But if you have coins like pandas, kookaburras, you have to sell on eBay. You have to sell online. You have to. If you take a kookaburra into your local coin shop, he's going to give you just as much money as he would for a American Eagle. It's sad to say, but he looks at silver as silver. Plus, that's a middleman. He has to resell that coin at a profit and run a business. So this is stuff that a lot of people don't know about, and I really hope that you're finding this out before you dive too deep, because a lot of people don't want to go the eBay route. They just want to go, they just one day after silver is appreciated, just dump a whole bunch of silver on the table at the local coin shop and cash out. But unfortunately, you have to be buying a specific type of silver if you want to make profits from that. Because trust me, the premiums on these coins, especially nowadays, is not going to make you much money if you're buying the higher premium silver. So I think we covered a couple of different things. I mean, we covered like 5 or 6 different things that isn't really talked about, but I hope you understand now, and hopefully this will give you a better chance of becoming a successful silver stacker. And can you also see why this might not be for everyone? People think it's so easy to invest, and sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's not. Even with cryptocurrency, when I was investing in the cryptocurrency, I had to learn cryptography, I had to learn the blockchain, I had to learn how to send private code and give it's crazy. It's honestly crazy, and I learned it though, and I made a lot of money from it. So if you do want to put the time, effort, and money into it, it will pay off. Your hard work will pay off. I have tons of videos, silver stacking for beginners, how to sell, how to buy, best places to buy, best places to sell, which coins to buy in the beginning. I literally anything, any question you have about gold and silver, I've answered it on this channel. I've been posting videos for like 2 or 3 years now, and I trust me, daily videos for 2 or 3 years. I've thought of everything, every question you could possibly think of, and I've covered it. So if you do want to dive into the world of precious metals, or maybe you just want to become a better educated, more aware stacker, check out my videos. This was just a little piece of the pie. There's so many different things I've talked about, and hopefully this video has helped. So if you thought this video was educational, informational, or at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. I post daily videos every single day. I also posted a video earlier today. You definitely want to check that one out as well. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.